Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Vanessa. If you guys are new here, hi, welcome. In today's video I wanted to talk about mental health. I wanted to give you guys a couple tips and tricks, just stuff that I've been doing that has helped me. I've been getting a lot of questions about mental health and stuff like anxiety, and a couple people have just reached out to me and asking me like in regards like what I do, if I like read any books or do I self-meditate. I'd like to say that I kind of have a good handle over my mental health and I try to balance out my life as much as I can, but nobody's perfect, and you know, stuff does just happen with everybody. Stuff does happen and it's kind of hard to get yourself out of a rut sometimes, but hopefully some of these tricks help you guys, and just some things that I've been doing that I've actually been experiencing in my own life can help you guys. So yeah, I just thought that I would turn the camera on and film myself just telling you guys a little bit of what I do. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video. If you do, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you guys haven't already. Follow my Instagram at vanessa.chiarella, and yeah, let's just get straight into it. So I just have a couple things on my notes, stuff like here, just like that I'm going to be referencing to if I'm looking down, but no in particular order. I'm just going to start, but I think the first thing that has really helped me are books, and I've gotten a lot of questions on some things that I read. One of the first books that I just am recently reading right now is called Max Out Your Life. It's by Ed Milet. He is a really good entrepreneur, like influencer, kind of like all of the above. I really have gotten into him and all of his stuff recently, and he's really motivating and just an overall such a great like inspiration. I really loved him. He has a YouTube channel, a podcast, his Instagram. I can link all of his stuff down below, but he actually wrote this book and it's called Max Out Your Life. It's really not that long. It's only like not even 100 pages, 97 pages, and it basically just, I don't know, I almost just like kind of live by his book. It sort of changed my life a little bit and my mindset. Just stuff like waking up in the morning and having gratitude and saying that you're grateful for the day and writing some things down are some tips that he has in his book. So that's like a really good book that I've really been loving. And then I definitely have talked about these books before on my channel, but just to reference them again because I still use them and they still really help me. This is just a little, I don't even know what it is, like a little devotional, I guess, and it's just based off a religion, any religion that you have or that you believe in, but it's just like says you are blessed, and every night or every morning depending, I'll just flip through it and kind of like pick a random page, and then yeah, I will read like something like this, and it kind of just gets your day started in the right direction, or get your night started to start your day, and kind of just gets you thinking ahead and put your mind at ease a little bit. So I've been really loving this book. It's really helped me. Another book that I have that is just in my everyday life and my everyday routine that I've definitely mentioned before is Jesus is Calling. It's just another devotional. This one's a little bit more prompted by the Bible based, and yeah, every day you have a different scripture. You'll just like read it and kind of just gets you, like I said, in the right mindset, in the right direction. Just doing stuff like that, waking up and not really having to worry about anything else, or just having control over your day basically, has just really shifted my mindset and my energy to have a better day, which you want to wake up and set your day off right. You don't want to have somebody else controlling your mindset, controlling your feelings. So that's just what I've been doing as recently. I'm working on making a morning routine if you guys would like to see that, but these are just some books that I've really been loving. Last book that I got a lot of questions about, I'll post these on Instagram sometimes, like the quotes. I think some people like them, some people might not, but for the people who do like them, this is just a quote book. Oops. It's called Believe. You really can get any book you want. It doesn't have to be this one. What is this one? I got this in Martha's Vineyard actually, but you literally could order it off Amazon. I'm sure I could find it and link it. Just an example of this is, just shows you like little quotes, little things. I usually read this at night, I think I read this at night the most. It just like really helps me kind of like appreciate things. I don't really know how to explain it, but it does help. Sometimes I read it in the morning if I'm just feeling it. I keep them right in my bedside, right here. My bed's right here, and so they're really easy to access. That's another like little tip. Keep things like right by your bedside. And yeah, so this just says like, believe that friendship is an honor and a privilege. If you want trust, trust others. If you want respect, respect others. If you want to help, help others. If you want love and peace in your life, give them away. If you want great friends, be one. That's how it works. So little things like that that kind of just like end up helping your day. Makes your like focus shift a little bit and you're a little bit more grateful. Kind of really have been helping me get out of that like rut. So the next tip that I have is kind of like weird, but it's just a big water. I actually usually have a hydro flask that I refill just as the day goes on. I don't know where it is right now. I think it's like in my car, but I know this is like a lot of plastic, but sometimes I will just buy these big water bottles. I think they're, how many ounces are they? They're 50.7 fluid ounce, but water is just so important. I feel like it's like overlooked by a lot of things, and water actually just flushes out any toxins, gives you a lot more energy. It's getting rid of any sugar, anything that's in your body. It's probably like the best thing for you. That is like the most affordable, and everybody has access to it. So drinking water has really been helping me. Just helps my skin stay clear, and you just feeling hydrated is a really good feeling. So that's really been helping me. And I know when I am dehydrated, that is like the worst feeling ever, and you kind of just like feel like gross and stuff. So yeah, I've been drinking a huge water, like 3 of these a day, and that's really just kind of been helping me. I don't know why, it's a little weird. I don't even know if that correlates, but drinking water is super important. So if you haven't drank water, I recommend buying a water bottle, investing in one, or buying water bottles and just drinking them. The next thing that I do and I want to talk about is discipline. So that is in regards to a lot of things. Discipline's a hard one, but it's definitely something that I think everybody should incorporate into their life. It's kind of something that I have struggled with growing up. I didn't have that much discipline. Like, I mean, my parents definitely disciplined me, but they weren't like really strict. They didn't really like tell me I couldn't do things. They kind of let me figure stuff out on my own. But I'm not really talking about like parenting. I'm talking about discipline in the sense of like disciplining yourself. So things along the lines of saying no to certain people, or things that you know are going to get in the way of your goals or that goal that you have, and just kind of like knowing yourself and knowing what you want and like your outcome. That has to kind of stem from discipline, because you need to be able to know what you want in order for you to get that goal. So for you to do that, you just really have to make yourself a schedule. You have to do something that's gonna make your goal come true. So that starts with discipline. Some things that I do for discipline are waking up every day at 6:30 and going to the gym. That's like the first thing that I do every morning, and it's really just helped me because that also builds self-confidence within yourself. When you can tell yourself you're gonna do something and you stick with that, and then you conquer that, that builds self-confidence instantly, because you're like, wow, okay, like I told myself I'm gonna wake up at 6:30, I'm gonna work out, I'm gonna get that done, and then I'm gonna go on with my day. If you do that consistently, that's really gonna help you in the long run with self-confidence. That's how you build self-confidence. So that's really been helping me, but it always starts with discipline. So waking up without a purpose, waking up without having any idea what to do, your mind's kind of scrambled, you don't know, that is like one of the worst feelings ever. So that has really helped me. Just little things like, I'm not gonna go on my phone right when I wake up. So when I wake up, I wait to go on my phone until I have whatever, ate, went to the gym, came back, and then around like 10 o'clock I'll go on my phone. And those little things have helped me because it keeps me in control of my day. So yeah, that's just some things that I have been doing, but it does all start with discipline. So if you can start incorporating that into your life, you will see major changes. So like I said, next thing I'm moving on to is finding a hobby, something that you love to do, something that sparks light in you every single day. For me, I have YouTube. That's one of my biggest hobbies, something that I look forward to all the time. It makes me happy when I'm filming. If you're interested in making a YouTube channel, go for it, start it. Don't be afraid of what people think of you. Another hobby of mine is I love going to the gym. I love working out. I like pushing myself. I mean, I could go on about like stuff that I like to do, but it's important that you sit down with yourself and you really just figure out, write down like what you like to do, what are your hobbies, what are your interests, what are some things that you wake up and you can't wait to do that you love, and are they helping your future? Are they benefiting you? Are you thinking of long term? Are you just doing it to go through the motions? Like, what are some things that you like to do, and what are your hobbies? I know most of us are at an age like you're not 100% sure what you want to do, like in college, and you're kind of just confused, but at least finding what you're good at is, and finding things that you enjoy to do, or is like one step ahead of everybody. So if you can acknowledge that, write those down, and kind of like take action on those are going to really help with, you know, less stress or being less anxious. And I know that's where like my anxiety can stem from sometimes, so starting with that is like something that's so small, but it can actually help you so much in the long run. Next thing so crucial is diet. So I actually don't even like the word diet, but I guess just eating clean. I know so many people don't believe in eating clean, or eating healthy, because they think it's overrated, or they think it's kind of just like you're young, like you should be able to eat junk food like you have your whole life. But it's not necessarily about that. It's about feeling good, being yourself. When you put the nutrients into your body, you feel your best, and I don't care what anybody says. That's proven facts just from any nutritionist, any doctor you say. If you eat a bag of Cheez-Its every day versus sweet potatoes every day, I mean, there's more benefits in sweet potatoes. Just try and eat things that don't have saturated fat, that don't have sugars, and being cautious of what you're putting in your body is something that reflects on the inside from out. So that's just another reason why you should want to eat healthier. It stems with self-confidence again, just like self-esteem. Like putting what into your body is the outcome you're gonna get. I know most people could eat, like I probably could eat a ton of junk food and not gain that much weight, but I would feel like shit. So that's just another reason why I wouldn't want to do that to my body. But starting out your morning with like a green juice, or don't be afraid of change. Like just like kind of slowly but surely take these little things into your life and start incorporating them into your life, and you'll see major change by the end of 1 year. Like even a couple months or a couple weeks, you will start seeing a little change. Yeah, diet is like a huge thing for me, and just eating healthier is just, it's not necessarily like a phase, it's just a lifestyle. So I really encourage just getting some like good clean food into your system, because that really has changed my life. The next one is, if it takes less than 5 minutes to do it, then do it. If it takes less than 5 minutes, don't put it off. Like, do not procrastinate. I know I sound probably like a hypocrite, like I obviously procrastinate, but it's something I'm trying to work on that's helped my mental health, because I feel like when I do procrastinate, that's when my mental health kind of like starts to go down, when I start to like get anxious and I start to like stress. And little things just like leaving your house knowing that your room is a mess, like things like that that just sit in the back of your head and you worry about. Worrying is doing nothing. Worrying is assuming and making things up that haven't even happened yet, and you're putting an assumption to something that really just hasn't even happened in the world yet. So to take away all of those feelings, just if it takes less than 5 minutes, do it right then and there. That's such a great tip I picked up from somebody else on YouTube. I can't remember, but I think about that all the time, because really it's so stupid that like we won't, like if I have to pick up my room really quickly and it takes like 5 minutes, I don't understand why I wouldn't do it, versus having that feeling for like weeks or days. So little things like that are just like something to keep in like the back of your mind, because it really does take a toll on like your mental health when you have to worry about things that haven't been done. So just taking like precaution of it right away really just does help. Next thing I want to talk about is visualizing your life. This is something that is new to me. I haven't done this up until this month, and I just think it does help from people that I've like watched and read on and in my books and stuff. If you visualize certain things that you want, like if you can really see and feel like the joy of like what you want like in your goal, then that is something that is going to be so achievable. It's kind of hard to explain, but like manifesting and stuff like that, I believe in all of those things, and I believe in, you know, what you put out in the world is like what you get back in. So if you wake up and you're kind of pessimistic and you're not like very optimistic, I believe that you're kind of already in a negative mindset. So to kind of like reroute your brain a little bit, just wake up and be grateful for another day. Think of the positive things. You have a roof over your head, like all the little things, like all the simple things in life are all you need. You don't need anything else. So if you want to take action upon that, that's just like what you have to do. So that starts with visualizing what you want. So if you're like, I want to be a millionaire, then every single day wake up, know what you want to do, vision it. Envision the feeling you're gonna have when you become a millionaire. Like don't say like, oh, I wish I could be like a millionaire, I wish I could make money. Like, no, like you have to think to yourself, I am a millionaire, I'm going to be a millionaire, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to be a millionaire, I'm gonna hustle, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, nothing will get in my way. You have to have that attitude if you want to be that 1%. Like, all of those little things are going to end up taking action into your life, and they will happen. It's been proven, it's been seen. It's, if you look at all of the people that you strive to be like, that's exactly what they say they've done. They didn't just wake up one day and become millionaires or billionaires. Doing something that you want and going for your goals is gonna require and inquire hard work, and that's just something that you are gonna have to kind of just put into your life and think about. So yeah, visualize your life, set goals, all those things. Also, you have to associate with people with similar goals as you. You know, you become the 5 people you hang around. That's what you become. Associate with people who have like similar goals than you. You want to be able to relate to people, talk to people, watch people who are older than you who have done it, intern with people. People have done this, people have gone through life like this, and they are wise and they have wisdom. Use that to your advantage. Don't just walk around life going through the motions. Kind of pinpoint what you want to do and then use the people around you as resources. That's kind of what I've been trying to do, and I can definitely tell that it's helped my overall mood, and it's definitely changed in a more positive way. Following with that, cutting out toxic people from your life is so crucial. I know that can sound a little harsh, like cutting out people from your life, but it doesn't have to be like that. It could simply be distancing yourself from people who really don't add any value to your life. And this is something I didn't really think about until it kind of happened to me. I kind of distanced myself from it, or I was removed from a situation and I couldn't really see the end of the tunnel right there. I always was wondering, like, why is this happening to me, like stuff like that. But it's kind of now funny that I think about it, and I'm almost happy that it happened to me, because I don't think I would be the same person I was today. And if you're going through a similar situation like that, then just think to yourself that, okay, these people don't want to be friends with me, that's okay, I don't need to be them, and nothing to anyone. Like, just essentially people who aren't doing the same things that you would be doing or uplifting you. Essentially people who just aren't bringing out the best in you are people that you don't necessarily need in your life. And it's okay that you've been friends with people for a very long time. You can meet somebody in a day and click with them and get more out of them than you ever have with somebody you've known for 12 years or 20 years or whichever. So yeah, just making sure the people you're around are supportive of you and that they care about what you're doing and they want to see you succeed. Next thing that has really changed over the past couple months for me is my morning routine. There are some really great tips in that book that I was talking about, but like I said, I'm also going to go in more depth with the morning routine. But basically just setting a time for yourself to wake up, following through with that, and then coming back home or back to wherever you are and knowing that you told yourself you're going to do that and then you did it and you actually executed that is the best way to start your morning off, because you already just feel like you had a goal, you wrote it down, you did it, and now you can go on with your day. So that's essentially like why I'll wake up so early. It doesn't have to be super early, but I've actually cut my days like into 2. So I think there's 24 hours in a day. If I make my day 6 hours, so I wake up from, or whatever, sometimes I'll wake up at 8 o'clock, but like if I wake up at 6:30, I won't stop until 12 o'clock p.m. And then after that, I have the rest of the day to do whatever I want that's not business related or not goal oriented. So for instance, like I'll wake up at 6 and my mindset is like, okay, go, 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 go. Like you're almost like in a rush. Like you want to get everything that is super important for you done the first 6 hours. So like I'll wake up, I'll work out, I'll come home, I'll work on my YouTube, I'll edit a video, I'll make breakfast, I'll watch a little bit of YouTube in between, and then whatever I have to do, whatever I have to get done that day. If I have a homework assignment, if I have a thing to do with the hair company that I work for, if I have to do something that I don't know, requires my time in a diligent way, I'll do it. If I have to send emails out, that's what I'm doing up until then. And if somebody's texting me and they're like, do you want to hang out? I'm like, oh no, I'm sorry, I can't, but I can in like an hour. So just kind of like really setting a schedule for yourself. I know it sounds kind of like like it's summertime, like why are you doing that? Like you should be like having fun. And like it's not that I'm not having fun, I'm just putting my priorities in place. Like that's what is important to me. My future is super important to me, and I'm not telling anyone that they have to do this. They don't, but this is actually just what's helped me. So that's just a little glimpse of like a morning routine for me. My day doesn't actually start until 12, so that's what's been really helping me, I guess. The next thing I'm not that great at, but it's saving money. That's super important. I'm really trying to work on. It's something that I feel like we all do. Spend money. It's just like a force of habit, but it's something you really need to cut down on, and something that will help you if you use your money right. It'll help the way that you think, and it'll help you be less stressed. If you find a budget, and if you mark down everything you have like bought in that month, or if you essentially just know what you should spend and know what you shouldn't, that's just gonna make you overall more financially in a better place. If you know that you made X amount of money and you can only spend this amount of money, and that's what you spend, or you spend less than that and then you can splurge and buy yourself a purse or something, that's like really financially smart, and you will actually just be less stressed. Take it from me, once I did start doing that, I found that I was way more relieved almost. Like I wasn't so discombobulated, and I didn't just like spend my money on like foolish things. Yeah, so saving money, that's just like a common sense one, but actually trying to like budget yourself and writing things down and stuff like that has just like really helped me, at least. Getting close to the end of this video, but basically another one is just eliminating distractions. So whatever that might be, I think it would be smart to just eliminate anything that is distracting you from the goal that you want. Setting a goal is super important. So whether that be like in 5 years I want to move to Florida and I want to live there and I want to do this, this, and that. A goal could be like, I want to make the varsity soccer team, or I want to make this basketball team, or I want to make my 2 mile, or whatever it is. You have to always think about like what your goal is going to be, and then how you're going to take action into it today. So that also starts with distractions. If there's people in your life who are always asking you to do things like that, and there's nothing wrong with it. Having fun is so important for your mental health. It definitely is, but sometimes I think a lot of our priorities are a little mixed up, and that's why we can find ourselves at the end of the day a little bit more stressed, a little bit more anxious. But if you take control of that by eliminating distractions and eliminating things that don't add value to your life, then that's just a huge step in the right direction. So that's something that I would definitely start with, eliminating anything that you know is not going to be helping you. Just something by like saying no to a friend, like I can't hang out right now, but in an hour or like tomorrow I can hang out with you. They won't be offended. Like if they're like your true friend, they'll understand. You can also talk to them about it. Don't bottle up your feelings. Just kind of do what's best for you. Put yourself first, basically. Like all of these things are just about putting yourself first and like writing a goal down and then working towards that. That's just really what I have done. Another big one, I guess, is like staying organized. I've tried my best. I've done so much better with that. I just made a video on how I came back from vacation and I like took everything out of my bags, put them away right away. Like that really helped me, made me feel better, because when it was sitting there, it just kind of made me feel like, I don't know, like I was like unmotivated to do anything, and I just wanted to get it done. So just like it's just changing your mindset and being more cautious of certain stuff like that. So yeah, that's kind of all I got for you guys. I'm not perfect, again, literally, like you don't need to listen to anything I just said, but if for anybody or who is wondering what I do or wondering how it's helped me, yeah, it definitely genuinely has helped me. So I just wanted to kind of make a video about it. So that does bring me to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you got something out of this. Even like one person, if they did, makes my day. I'm not perfect by any means. Like any of this might not apply to your life, or you might not even care, but for anybody who did click on this video or watch through, hopefully it did give you some insight, and these things have really helped my everyday life, and it's just something that I wanted to share with you guys, and I've gotten some questions on, so I thought I would just like document it in a video, tell you everything I do. I want to help anyone just as much as I would like help. So yeah, but don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Instagram, all that stuff, and I will see you guys in my next video. Also, I will be posting every Wednesday and Sunday, so be on the lookout for those. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.